The chances of XRP's trial ending in its favor are looking better each day. But will it be able to surpass fast-pumping presale tokens? We will also be looking at some frequently asked questions regarding to XRP, its usage, SEC, and cryptos. If this sounds like something of much interest to you, be sure to check out this new video starting now. Hello everyone and welcome to our channel, where we talk about the latest updates on XRP and the cryptocurrency world in general. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, we happily send you a special welcome. We invite you to hit on the notification bell so you never miss another video. We are announcing that this channel has a giveaway of 200 XRP. To stand the chance of participating, all you have to do is simply subscribe to the channel, like this video and comment with the hashtag XRP, and the winner will be announced on the 15th of February. The month has brought a lot of good news for XRP. Not only has the price started showing signs of recovery, but the SEC trial is going in a great direction for Ripple holders. A federal judge granted a joint motion last 2 months to extend the deadline for all parties to submit Daubert Motions. This would allow them to exclude certain expert testimony and other documentation. This could mean that we can finally see a light at the end of the lawsuit tunnel. Let us take a ride down memory lane and see how all this started, and also if there are chances that Ripple might come out victorious. The head of cryptocurrency and blockchain company Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, says he is hopeful a resolution will be reached in its spat with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission within the first half of 2023. Judges take however long the judges will take, Garlinghouse, who is a defendant in the legal drama, said in an interview with CNBC's Squawk Box Europe Wednesday at the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. We're optimistic that this will certainly be resolved in 2023 and maybe in the first half. So we'll see how it plays out from here, but I feel very good about where we are relative to the law and the facts. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission initiated a lawsuit against Ripple in 2020, alleging that the company and its executives illegally sold XRP, a cryptocurrency created in 2012, to investors without first registering it as a security. Ripple disputes the claim, saying that the token should not be considered an investment contract and is used in its business to facilitate cross-border transactions between banks and other financial institutions. In December, Ripple and the SEC submitted their final round of briefs seeking a summary judgment to the case, respectively accusing each other of stretching the law. The judge could make a ruling in favor of either side, avoiding a trial, or put the matter before a jury. Garlinghouse said that he expects a ruling to arrive sometime in the coming single-digit months, potentially as soon as June. He added that he doesn't expect the company will settle the case, although he remains open to the prospect. We have always said that we would love to settle, but it requires one very important thing, and that is that, on a go-forward basis, it's clear that XRP is not a security, Garlinghouse said. The SEC and Gary Gensler has very outwardly said he views almost all crypto as a security. And so that leaves very little space in the Venn diagram for settlement. At a September event organized by the Practicing Law Institute, Gensler said that the vast majority of cryptocurrency tokens are securities. He subsequently hinted that Ether may also qualify as a security. Without referring to it by name, Gensler told reporters in September that crypto staking mechanisms, which reward users who deposit their tokens to secure blockchain networks with interest-like payments, should count as securities offerings, since the investing public is anticipating profits based on the efforts of others. Ethereum, the network behind the world's second-largest cryptocurrency, switched to such a model last year. The only cryptocurrency that the agency has made clear it doesn't view as a security is Bitcoin. Gensler previously stated that the world's biggest cryptocurrency has no group of individuals in the middle, meaning investors aren't betting on an intermediary. The XRP case has important implications for both Ripple and the broader crypto market. A judgment pronouncing XRP a security could potentially impose much stricter curbs on Ripple with respect to the token. This could include requirements for transparency disclosures and greater investor protections, akin to those imposed on regulated broker-dealers. It may also set a precedent for dozens of other crypto and blockchain projects that could potentially be classified as securities. Stressing the significance of the lawsuit's outcome, Garlinghouse said on Wednesday, "Something I've heard here in Davos repeatedly is how important this is not just to Ripple, but also, really, the whole crypto industry in the United States." He added, "I keep reminding people that outside the United States, crypto is still thriving, Ripple's still thriving, and we should make sure we're continuing to engage non-US regulators as well." In a separate fireside discussion with CNBC's Arjun Karpal last month, Garlinghouse issued a stern rebuke of the SEC's legal battle with his firm, saying the conduct of the watchdogs so far had been embarrassing. "From the beginning, I thought it was very clear that the facts were on our side, that the law was on our side," he said. "And I think as you have seen this play out, as you have seen the filings in the court, that the judge certainly is hearing our arguments." He went on, "The SEC's behavior in some of it has been embarrassing as a U.S. citizen. Just some of the things that have been happening, like you've got to be kidding." He said the U.S. is notably absent from the list of regulators developing crypto-friendly rules. The United Arab Emirates, Japan, Singapore, Switzerland, and UK are some of the forerunners in this respect, in his view. As part of the legal proceedings, Ripple fought to obtain documents related to a June 2018 speech from former SEC official Bill Hinman, which it says have aided the case. In the speech, Hinman says that sales of rival Ether are not securities transactions. XRP was once the third largest cryptocurrency, commanding a $120 billion market value in early 2018. It has dropped sharply since, amid U.S. regulatory scrutiny and a wider downturn in Bitcoin and other digital currencies. XRP now has a market capitalization of roughly $20 billion, according to CoinMarketCap data. Now, down to our frequently most asked questions on XRP, its usage, SEC, and cryptos. Please, do not forget to subscribe to our channel and also hit that notification bell to be the first person to get more updates about the latest happenings as regards to XRP. What will happen if XRP is a security? Whether the SEC will tag XRP as a security is one crucial question that can overturn XRP price action going forward. If XRP is deemed a security, the coin could fade away and lose ground even more. Historically, coins and tokens being deemed security hasn't acted in the favor of their price movement. Can XRP be a security? In a lengthy response to the SEC's complaint last year, Ripple stated that XRP is not a security. The functionality and liquidity of XRP are wholly incompatible with securities regulation, the statement said. What does it mean if XRP becomes a security? If XRP is declared a security, Ripple Labs would be ordered to pay a fine for selling unregistered securities. They would also have to give each XRP investor a share in the company. The price of XRP would most likely fall significantly right after due to panic sell-off, but it would recover stronger afterwards. What happens if crypto is a security? If cryptocurrency is a security, then crypto companies issuing them must comply with Securities and Exchange Commission rules for registration and reporting. Failure to do so can lead to significant penalties, such as the $100 million SEC fine issued by the SEC in 2021. What will happen if XRP loses lawsuit? Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said the crypto company will move to another country if it loses in its legal battle with the SEC. What will XRP be worth in the future? That said, experts see XRP continuing to gain value through the next few years. Changelly offered an XRP price prediction of $50 at a minimum and $500 at a maximum in 2025. Is XRP a security or commodity? Ripple maintains that XRP is instead a commodity and thus not subject to the SEC's jurisdiction. Can XRP freeze your account? In reality, while the XRP ledger does have a freeze feature, it can only be used on issued tokens, not on XRP. Is investing in XRP risky? XRP has gained the trust of both financial institutions and investors, which could make it a more reliable, stable investment than some other altcoins. Additionally, XRP has a finite number of coins, unlike some other cryptocurrencies, where tokens are constantly being created and mined. Where should I hold my XRP? The safest way of storing XRP and other cryptocurrencies is in a paper wallet. Here, you print private keys and recovery passphrase or words on a physical paper you can then lock or store somewhere safe. Also, hardware wallets are the most secure civilized way of storing XRP. What will happen if cryptocurrencies are banned by most governments? Experts say if the ban happens, the existing cryptos may be transferred to global wallets. Practically speaking, cryptos are flexible and borderless, so cryptos in circulation may be transferred to global crypto exchanges, presuming that India bans use of private cryptos in India. Will banks use XRP? Many international banks are integrated into RippleNet. Any bank joining the network can access several other banks to trade with. Therefore, XRP offers market access to participating banks and their customers. Can XRP become $100 or $1,000? Can Ripple XRP hit $100 or $1,000? Yes, it is possible for Ripple to hit $100, but it is difficult. And it's even more difficult for the token to reach $1,000. This is because for XRP to reach $1,000 per coin, its market cap would have to reach at least $100 trillion, which we're very unlikely to see anytime soon. So we come to the end of this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please make sure you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, you can help enlighten others just like you have been enlightened by sharing this video to as many people as possible. Let's get this news everywhere, guys. If you are a true cryptocurrency fan, don't miss any of our content. See you tomorrow to talk about the latest news that concerns us all as a community.